the seasons, our spring season, our wood element. Get yourself settled in the chair, rocking side to side, feeling those sit bones making contact with the chair, and then maybe doing some stamping feet to really feel rooted through those feet or wiggle through those toes. Maybe a couple shoulder rolls, maybe moving the head a bit just to notice where is this balanced place. And here in the wood element, maybe you want to grow roots through the feet, use that tree image that we've often used. Close your eyes or have a soft downward gaze and give yourself an opportunity to go inward for just a few moments, sensing your sense of groundedness, of belonging, of being in this moment, being in your body, being in this group. And then allow your arms to come down by your sides. If you're in a chair with armrests, do be careful. Put them on the outside. And we'll inhale, bring the pinkies, lead you with the arms up to the T. Hands come forward and exhale, circle them down. Again, inhale, forward and exhale, release. Just keep this nice movement going. This is our beginning of heaven's creation arms, if you might remember. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. Keep it flowing, and if you'd like to add the turn of the head to one side and then forward down to release, turning the head and eyes the other way. Keep it flowing and moving in your timing. Feel the expansion and opening on the inhale, the expansion of the belly, expansion of the ribs, expansion of the lungs. A few more. Really allowing the breath and the arms to sink together, float together. And on your next exhale, gently release. Staying with this inward focus with the eyes closed or not, just check in once more to your sense of groundedness, your sense of belonging and being in your body in this moment and in our wonderful group. And opening the eyes, let's continue our warm-up, starting with those feet. So let's rock through the feet. Tapping toes and heels, rocking through the feet, and now adding a little bit of fancy footwork in and out. Good, and rest. Bending one knee up, pulling that knee in, holding on the outside or inside of the knee. Relax the shoulders, and then circle the ankle. Other direction. Good. Lower that leg down and then stretch it out. You might need to come toward the front of your chair, but pull the toes back so you get a nice stretch on the back of the leg. Good. Same hand as straight leg, ready for a little stretch. The other hand holding the chair. Inhale tall and exhale gently, glide down till you find the beginning of the stretch and just hang out there. So it's not your deepest stretch. It's not a stretch at the end of a class. It's at the beginning. So just find the beginning of the stretch and breathe and relax right here. Releasing the back of the neck, releasing the hips, and the back of the knee. And then gently release, come on up. Bend that knee in once more. Pull it in, circling the ankle. And release. Good, let's do the same thing on the other side. So bend the knee up, pull it in, release those shoulders down, and circle the ankle. One way and then the other. And now stretch out the leg, have the heel anchored and grounded into the floor, supporting your hand supporting you on the chair, the other hand on the thigh of that straight leg. Inhale, tall. Exhale, glide down to the beginning of the stretch. Find out where that part is. It might be very close to the top. It might be closer to the bottom of the leg, but you decide where the beginning of this stretch is for you and settle in. Releasing the back of the neck, breathing, sending some warmth and openness to the sensations on the back of the leg. And then on an inhale or an exhale, come on back up. Pull that leg in once more, circling the ankle. And rest. Sitting with open knees, tip over to one side, support that forearm or elbow, and then on an inhale, and then an exhale, a beautiful side bend. Again, finding where you want to be at the beginning of class, beginning of the stretch, not your biggest stretch, but settle in. Releasing even the head and neck. Circling the arm in front of the nose. We'll do 3 circles. 1. And keep circling. 2. Relaxing the head. And 3. And on this last one, come on back up. Let's go to the other side. Tip over and rest that forearm. Bring the arm up and over. Find that beginning spot. Breathe. Settle in. Creating space in the side of the body where our gallbladder energy pathway is. Release the head. Ear towards shoulder on this side. And now 3 circles with the arm. Scooping in front, around, and around. And on this third one, circling the arm, and then bring yourself up. Good. Make sure your eyes are clear and there's no dizziness. Shake it out. Good. All right. A few shoulder rolls. Once more, just to let go of any tension created there. All right. Coming toward the front of your chair, we're going to do the seated gate pose. So bring one leg out to the side, and if you can, have your toes pointing forward. All right, if not, have them pointing up, but if you can have them forward, that's a nice stretch on the outer aspect of that thigh, that ankle. And that's part of this side body where we have our gallbladder energy pathway that we're working on. Good. Hand on the top of that straight leg side, other arm, inhale up. And exhale, slide down the leg. Good. Here's our side bend again. You can release the head if you'd like into our chair pose. So now we've got the other side of the body opening. Good. On your next inhale, bring both arms up. A nice wide open gate pose. And now let's go into a twist. Now I'm going to run into the wall, so I'm going to bring my arms up into scarecrow. You can leave them straight or bent. And on an exhale, twist toward the bent leg. Again, just as far as you can do with muscle activity. No straining, just a little twist to the side. And now let's twist to the other side, to the straight leg side. feel the twist through the waist. And here we're getting our liver pathway, energy pathway. Twist once more toward the bent knee side, and then bring it over toward the straight leg side. Come back to center, straight arms, and now closing the gate, bring everything back in, and rest. Good. Take a moment to do anything you need to for that hip and low back. Now let's go to the other side. Shifting the leg out to the side. Again, having the toes pointing straight ahead if you can. A nice challenge for some through the hip on this side. So you want to be careful that you're not leaning away, but you're trying to stay as straight upright as you can, which really does stretch in that hip joint itself. The hand on the leg that's ready to start. Good. The other arm, bring it up overhead. Inhale tall. Exhale, slide down into the gate. Good. Release the head and neck if you'd like. Opening the space between the ribs on this side. Good. On an inhale, it's like a cartwheel. You're coming up, opening both arms nice and wide. Good. Leaving the arms here or bending them up into scarecrow, your choice. Let's take our twist through the center of the body. So our waistline, we're twisting at the waist, twisting toward that bent knee side. And then gently release and twist the other way. And again, a few more twists through the waist. Really feel stable through the lower body. The twist, the activation here at the waistline in the center of the body really helps stimulate our liver energy pathway, which has some nice connections to the core of the body. Once more, to the bent knee side and to the straight leg side. Come back to center, open the arms wide, and then on an exhale, bring everything back in. Good. Do anything you need to release, shake it out, and come to standing. Stand behind your chair. Great. Let's do a few heel raises to stimulate the ball of our foot and to get ready for our rooster. Our golden rooster heralds the dawn. So gently lift the heels and lower the heels, lift and lower. Now you might want to try this with one hand. You might want to try this with no hands, but you decide what's best for you just to warm up the foot, stimulating the ball of the foot. Now you might come up real high, or maybe you only come up a little bit, doesn't matter, but feel that connection. It's like being sucked up a straw. Feel that connection, the core of the body, the abdominals are really working here. Good. And rest. Bend the knees, shake it out. Great. Let's practice our rooster. Have the chair nearby if you would like to have it nearby. You can always do the rooster without lifting the heels. But let's work the arms first. So don't do anything with those feet and legs. The first part is you're going to, almost like pulling taffy. We're going to lift the arms to the T and notice the head of the rooster here in our wrists. Then we're going to lead with the inside of the wrist coming down. So it's an inhale up and exhale down. Once more, inhale and exhale. And of course we'll add the head after this. But then we come forward. So when you come forward, you create that rooster head again, but this time come all the way up overhead and flip the wrist to come down. Inhale it up and exhale it down. Good. Shake out those hands and wrists. Great. So now, with the feet as close together as you feel comfortable, and maybe for this one you want to be a little wider because that helps balance, but your choice. The chair nearby if you need it. We're going to be lifting the heels as the arms come up to the T. So inhale, lift the heels, and exhale, lower down, let the knees bend. Inhale, lift the heels, and exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. And rest. Good. Again, my heels raise a quarter of an inch. You decide what works best for you and your balance. When we bring the arms forward, we're going to tap a toe to the back. And again, this is where having a wall or a chair to hold on to is fine. We're going to be tapping back. All right? So let's just practice this. Here we go. Inhale, arms come up to the above the head, and exhale, come back. So as the arms come up, the foot taps to the back, and exhale, lower. If you would like to try, you could lift a leg to the back, and exhale, lower. Lift the leg or tap the toe, your choice, and lower. Once more, on each side, lift, and lower. Last one, lift, and lower. Now, if you want to do the lift, but you need a support, just do it with one hand and one leg. All right? Great. Let's put these two together. I better stay sideways a bit. All right. So here we go. Raising the heels, hands to the T, and exhale, bend. Now taking the left leg back, raising the arms up, and exhale, lower, a little bend. Now up to the T, raising the heels, and exhale, lower. Now the right leg back, lift, and lower. Again, it could be a toe tap. Let's try it again. Lifting those heels, and lower. Left foot, tap or lift to the back. Arms come up overhead, and lower. To the other side, lifting the heels, and lower. Right leg taps back or lifts back, and lower. Beautiful. Shake it out. Getting the pattern, getting the muscle memory. Now all we need to do is add the head, which really challenges balance, as you know, because if you keep your eyes forward, that really helps with balance. Here we're challenging our balance, and we're turning to the left or to the right when we're bringing the arms out to the T. You could keep the head forward the whole time if that's best for you. You decide what's working. All right, so here we go. We're going to lift and look to the left, and exhale, lower. Left leg to the back, eyes forward, hands above the head, and exhale, release. Now to the right. Looking right, lift the heels, arms to the T, and exhale, lower. And lift forward, and release. Last set. Looking to the left, and lower. Lifting the left, and back. Last one, lift, and lower. Right leg, lift, and release. Good. Shake it out. What I'd like to do now is everything we've done. So we'll start with our first phrase and go all the way to our 8th phrase, Golden Rooster. And if you've forgotten some things, it's okay. Just flow, make it up. It doesn't matter. Just keep that wonderful circular, soft movement and breath going. So let us begin with our feet as close together as you can. One hand on the low belly and then the other hand on top. Soft stance. Really settle in. Creating that nice root structure through the feet. Grounded in this moment. Gently releasing those hands by your side. Beginning of heaven's creation, leading with the pinkies, looking to the left as you step out to the left. Arms up, arms forward, and gently bend. Looking to the right, step it back in. And release. Now to the right side. Step out to the right, pinkies lead. Forward and bend. Looking to the left. Step it back in and release. Double fish. Palms up, turning to the left. Preparation. Fingertips on the wrists. Step out to the left. Cast the fishing net. Shift the weight to the back foot. Double fish here at the heart. Step it in. Press heaven and earth looking to the left. And release. The right arm down, looking to the right. Double fish on the right side. A little turn, palms up to the right. Preparation. Step it out. Spread or cast the fishing net. Double fish at the heart. Step it in. Press heaven and earth, looking to the right. Look left as the left arm slowly comes back down. Old horse stable. Step out to the left, pinkies touch. Soft fist under the chin. Raise those fingertips skyward, turning the hands. Pincers are created between the thumb and index. Bend the knees deeply, straight elbows, and look to the left. Stay low, look center, back of the hands together. Knuckles, knuckles, come up, shift the weight back, step it in. To the right, step out to the right, pinkies touch. Soft fists under the chin, fingers rise up, turn, pincers created, and turn to look to the right. Straight elbows come back, bending deeply. Stay low, back of the hands touch. Knuckles, knuckles, poof. Shift the weight, and come on back. Chi Chang shoots a louse, drawing the fists up the side of the body. Step out to the left, and press forward. All my weight, or most of my weight, is on that left foot. Soft fists. Draw the bow. Turn, lifting the heel on the right foot, and turn, drawing the bow, pulling the elbow back. Release, open those palms, and smooth out the sheets coming forward. Shift the weight, and release. Step it back in. Drawing those hands up the side of the body, and gently press forward. Soft fists. Lift the heel on that left foot and draw the bow. Release those hands, smooth out the sheets, shift the weight, and step it back in. Bending the body to brush the shoes. Draw those fists up the side of the body. Left hand comes back down the body. Let the pinky lead as you gently turn as the arm starts to circle behind you, watching that hand as it comes up overhead and then comes across the body to the opposite shoulder. Trace the outside of the body as you bend. Let the knees bend as much as you need to. Brush the top of the shoes. Fingers point forward, fingers point back, and then trace the outside of the leg as you come back up with that soft fist. And now the right side. Gently release the right arm down. Let the pinky lead as you gently turn the body. The arm circles behind you, up overhead, and now across, gently pressing, making that connection between your palm and the earth as you trace the outside of the leg. Brush the top of the shoes. And soft fists come up the outside of the leg on this side. Releasing the arms down. Rhinoceros gazes at the moon. Drawing those fists up, step out to the left left side, excuse me, this might be in our way. Let's try that again. Stepping out to the side, to the left side, and gently pressing down. Lift that right heel. Keep that moon shape as you gently pivot and look up. Turn the palms. Gather that moon. Carry it forward as you pivot back. Shift the weight and step it back in. To the other side, drawing those fists up the side of the body. Step out to the right. Gently press it down. Keeping this beautiful shape. Lift the heel and pivot. Turning the body, looking around, gazing at the moon. Turn so the palms are up. Carry that moon as you pivot back. Shift the weight and step it back in. Lotus flower appears above the water. Stepping out to the left, back of the hands touch. Knuckles, knuckles. Opening the arms. Settle those shoulders. A little turn to the left. And bring the right foot behind the left as you bend. One hand at the heart, one hand at the hip. Stay low. Bring that lotus flower in front of you. Straighten the knees. Step out. Raise that lotus flower above the head. Open wide to the side. Turn the palms and step it back in. To the other side. Back of the hands touch. Knuckles, knuckles. Open the arms. A little turn to the right. Left foot comes behind right knee as you bend deeply. Twisted roots of the lotus flower. Stay low. Wrists touch. Straighten the knees. Step it out. Raise the lotus flower up overhead. Open wide to the side. Shifting the weight as you turn the palms and release. Golden rooster. Raising the heels, looking to the left as the arms come to the T. And gently lower and bend those knees. Now the left foot comes back, toe touch or lift, arms come forward. And release. To the other side. Heel raises, arms up to the T. And exhale, lower down. And now the right leg back. Eyes are forward, arms overhead. And exhale, lower. One hand on the low belly, then the other hand. Take a moment to soak it in. And gently release. Go ahead and have a seat. Give yourself an opportunity to settle in, relaxing the body, giving your nervous system a chance to reset. As you sit in stillness, your body is absorbing the wonderful healing movement of our Doyen 12-step Qi Gong program. Close the eyes and enjoy the next few moments in seated meditation. Remain with this inward focus. Enjoy all of the inner movement of the energy that we stimulated through our Qigong today. Even though the body is in stillness, we are not moving physically. There's movement internally created by the Qigong. I'd like to share a little bit about our Doyen 12-step Qigong form. The first step is beginning of heaven's creation, which relates to the beginnings of nature and all things on the earth. Our second phrase is called double fish. This refers to two fish of different colors positioned head to tail, like the yin-yang sign of balance. Third, old horse stable. These movements depict people who are still ambitious, even though they are older. Fourth phrase is Ji Chang shoots a louse. It's based on an ancient story of a master archer teaching his student. To shoot an arrow well, he says, you must see a very small object as a very large one. You must see a vague object very clearly. 5, bending the body to brush the shoes. It means removing distractions from the mind to purify the brain and relieve mental stress. Our sixth phrase is rhinoceros gazes at the moon. The rhinoceros's horn has white thread-like lines which connects the tip of the horn of the animal to the animal's brain. It is said to have a sensitive horn because of this special connection. Turning the body improves the function of many internal organs. Lotus flower appears above the water is our seventh phrase. The cross-legged sitting stance looks like the twisted roots of our lotus flower. It likes water, but it is not confined by the mud that it is rooted in. The body rises up with the base of the palms together like the lotus flower. And finally, our eighth phrase, golden rooster heralds the dawn. During this phrase, we balance on one leg while the other leg is behind us. At the same time, our arms are raised above the head with our hands forming a hook representing the head of the golden rooster. Slowly come back to the day, wiggling fingers and toes, stretching and yawning.